Welcome. My name is Manuel Cortez. I do mixed medium art, and today's project will be a clay bird. The materials we're going to be utilizing today will be air dry clay, piece of newspaper, scissors, scrap paper, a quarter, popsicle stick, pencil, straw, plastic knife with little teeth on it, an airbrush. And if you don't have fishing line, because the fishing line will be used to cut the clay with, and if you don't, you can also use dental floss. That also cut right through the clay as well. First things first, we're making a ball with the newspaper. Make the body of the bird. So, like so. Don't have to use all of it, but at least it creates space inside the clay. Then we're going to wrap this with clay. I have a piece right here ready. Let's see if this piece is big enough. We're going to start wrapping our piece of clay with this other one. And you want it fully covered and then blend it all in together. We're going to add another piece of clay just to finish it up and blend it all together. And we do utilize some water on the side here and also a towel for wiping the hands or wiping down tools. So when we need to, we add a little bit of moisture to the clay as needed, not just because you want to. Because if you add too much water, it's going to turn very muddy very quickly. And the next part from here is using the palms, bringing the material, blending it in. And this is what you should already have. We're going to move some of these things out of the way. And for the next part, we're going to use a little piece of paper for the head. Not a very big piece. But it's definitely going to be smaller than this. Compress it, turn it into a little ball. Like so. We're going to get a chunk of clay out. If it doesn't need to be cut, just rip chunks off the clay. But there will be a purpose for the tool to cut the clay with. And I'll show you how and why. So from here, I keep wrapping this piece of clay around this. We're going to remove some if it's in the way too much. Turn to a little ball. I'm going to remove some of the paper out. We don't want to make it too big or too bulky. So that can be done at any time. And more clay. And we add a little bit of moisture to it. Roll it into a ball. And this is what we have so far. We have these two parts here. We're going to set these aside. I'm going to show you what the paper and the pencil and the quarter is for. Here
we traced a little wing. But we started using the quarter, we went around it, and we did a little wing design, and we cut it out. This becomes our template. And right here on this opposite side, we have tail. This one still has to be cut. So, and if you can't use the scissors on your own, have someone help you. You want to be safe when you're working on this project and have fun. That's what it's about. This will be the template for our tail and for our wings. And for our next thing that we need to do, we already have our sheet of clay that we cut, and we have them traced out. The next part is to cut them out. Just one. And then we're going to use a little bit bigger chunk of clay to use for the tail. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our template on there, put it here, and we're going to use our pencil. We're going to trace it. And then we're going to cut it out. And here we go. Here's the tail. And so far we have the body of the bird, the head, and this is how this goes together. We use our knife with the little teeth on it. We dip it in water. We add a little bit of moisture to the side of the ball, and then to the smaller one that will become the head. Join them together. Do a little twisting motion to it. Not compress it so much, but just twist and twist to it, and until it starts to feel that it's getting stuck. It would naturally start to bond and become one with the other. Then from here we're going to use our popsicle stick, and we're going to pull down the material to blend it all together. Like so. And this is what we have so far, and this one the water comes in handy. We add a little bit of water in our fingertips, put around the neck area and the body, and we use our thumb and our index finger, and we smooth things out. And this is what you should already have. You have the head attached to the body, and after we do that part will be the next part. We're going to add the wings to the body, utilizing the same method. On the sides here, we score it to this other opposite side too. And we're going to do the inside part of the wings, and then the opposite side of the wings. What we're going to do is we're going to apply it like so. So, and this is what it's going to be. Balance them out. Bring them in. Bring them in, and then the next one will be our tail. Same method. Do some scoring on it. Some scoring back here. And we're going to put a little bit of pressure to it. We're going to squish Make sure that it sticks on there. Don't over squish because you do not want to break the tail off. And then you can pinch the top of the tail to taper it to make it look a little skinnier. And the next part will be to get a little chunk of clay, turn it into a little ball. Like so. Doesn't have to be too small or too big, but this one's going to be utilized to use as the beak. And I'm going to create the eye. We have one eye there, and then we try to balance out the other eye, make sure it's at the same level, and we kind of do this turning thing. So let's do the other side too. And there we go. We have our eyes on it. A little chunk of clay there, it's in the way. And we can always put little tiny pieces of clay here in the bottom to make it look like he has feet. You get one piece, break it in half, roll it into a little ball. Put them in the bottom. Put them in the bottom. Blend them in.
And then harder to do when it comes down to it. Here we have a little bird, and then within different things that we can do to it, we can also create the edge of our knife and create little grooves on the side of the wings, like so. And then also on the top one, on the back wing, create little texture. Give it a unique look. And this is your little clay bird. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you had fun trying this. And it's always about having fun and enjoying what you do. Thank you for watching.